When I want to sand in an area that slopes off like this, you see what the block wants to do. I can only put so much arch in that block. So what I would tend to do is change directions so that the block can flow more ergonomically with the panel that you're sanding. So what you'll watch me do right now is I'll make these areas disappear without digging any ruts in it because I'm following the contour of the roof. But again, the cross-hatching, always do cross-hatching, even if it's awkward to do. Begin to watch that sand out there. Now here's whether the camera will pick it up, here's a microscopic example. There are still little, small, low spots here that I want to have sanded out completely so that it looks like this area. Although there is, even here, there's a slight low area. So you just keep going over it, moving that block back and forth just to not dig any holes. An important thing that I learned the hard way was keeping the sandpaper fresh. If you wear a piece of sandpaper out and continue to try to get mileage out of it, not only are you wasting your precious time, you also have a chance of causing new waves in the panel because it's no longer cutting, it's now polishing. So you want to keep that paper fresh, and you can almost hear it and see it when I switch out to a fresh piece because it just cuts it down instantly. It's not to say be wasteful, but it is to be mindful of how much mileage you've gotten out of it. Now here is an area where this lighter colored product that you see is our plastic filler or Bondo. And that's what the roof was made of when we began, is a slight skim coat of that. This roof was really pitted, had a lot of rust in it, so we had to put a skim coat of the plastic filler over it. So that's what you're starting to see come through now. And that's where I want to stop. I know that if I don't have any of those dark gray areas around this area, and I have this light area, which is the product underneath the primer, I know that essentially I'm flat through that area. So we'll go back. You can sand nearly any direction you want as long as you always obey the cross-hatching rule. For example, you may find doing it like this tends to push the roof down more. So you can change and do it like this. But just remember, you have to continually put crosshatch in. Typically, I'd use a black guide coat, which comes in either a powder or a rattle can. And I would recommend that for the first few times that you actually do the prime and block, even from the beginning like this. What it allows us to do is the black primer will actually stick down in those low spots. That's why they call it a guide coat.